Welcome, everyone, to the Flower Files podcast sponsored by Wildly Native Flower Farm. Here, everyone is welcome to talk with fellow flower lovers, including real perspectives from the farm, the flowers, and me, the florist.
From the messy day-to-day operations down to the details and even business perspectives, this podcast has a little bit of everything to keep it real. We know that life can get crazy and we don't always have the time to spend on what we love, so we are here to help you take a little time to indulge in nature. I'm Liza Getz.
I'm Lizzie Frey, and we are the team that makes this podcast. Every once in a while, we have a couple guests, this business thing, and what we are working with is called life.
Join us as we walk you through how to think outside the box, talk from the farmer's perspective, have honest conversations about florals, and how to run, well, life. So listen in.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, in the podcast section, and any of your other podcast platforms. You can also find us online at wildlynativeflowerfarm.com, and in an easy way, you can look in the show notes, and all of the information will be right there for easy access for you guys. Flower people, it has been a very long time since I have been on the podcast because I had two babies. I had two little people. But I am so happy to be back. So happy. But today we're going to talk about our jobs and how people don't necessarily take us seriously. Kenley, I think you have more stories than I do when it comes to people believing you or not believing you.
Yeah.
I guess in the sense of like what we actually do.
Yeah.
So we'll explain what we do first, and then we'll go from there. So Kenley, what do you do?
Okay.
What is your job?
I'm a flower farmer. Like that's what I do. There's no any other frou-frou stuff I could add to it to make it sound nicer.
No.
I am a flower farmer.
You're not a flower frolicker through the fields? I mean, you wear your pretty dress and you have your little wicker basket with your clippers and you grab a vase and you go in and, you got the crystal clear water. I mean, our water is really clean. I will say that. Our water is very clean. But still, we don't, get dressed up and go run in the field and go do all that. Your job's very different than mine.
Yes.
Because I feel like our explanation is kind of similar.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's two very different things.
Very, very, very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I'm a flower farmer. I grow flowers, and people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that because they're like, "What do you mean?" Like everybody, it's like people just expect flowers just like show up at the grocery store. Like, somebody actually has to be growing them.
Yeah.
Like they don't just magically appear. They aren't somebody's grandmother in their backyard supplying Acme with flowers.
No, definitely not. No, not Acme. You will not find our flowers at Acme, but you'll find them around Chestertown.
Yes.
In local places. I saw them in Molly's the other day. They looked beautiful. And there were 2 left, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so people are buying them.
Good. Yeah, we're in Cross Street up in Galena for our local people. In Molly's and Sugar Doodles now.
We are in Sugar Doodles? Okay, I wasn't sure when that was going to hit. Yeah. I remember Mom was talking about it last week.
Yeah, I think they're in the Kent Island location though.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. So exciting. I feel like we're like trickling our way out and people are like excited to have our flowers and see something that's different because you're not going to get the quality, the size, the durability, all of it that you would if you went and shopped at Acme. Don't get me wrong, there are some things that will last a long time.
Oh yeah.
But it's like because of all the preservatives and all that crap that they put in it, grow it with, all of that. So you can't beat freshness.
No.
You just can't.
No.
So on my end, I'm like the marketing floral design person. I used to. I haven't this year and it makes me sad. I haven't cut this this season, but I will get there. I have 2 little munchkins that don't let me sleep at night sometimes. So, if you're a mom, you understand. But, we don't get dressed up and put on our makeup and go out and take videos. And no, if a photographer's coming in, it's for a purpose, then we will go do that to do that.
Yeah, but all of us dread it when we have to do that.
Yeah, we're like, man, and then it's hot, and then you sweat, and then you gotta watch for the cicada killers because they come up and check out like what you look like, and they still fly away. So you don't know if it's a hummingbird.
Oh my gosh, no, they're so loud.
Yeah.
This morning I was out deadheading the zinnias, and there was like 6 of them just flying around, and I'd have to like stop what I'm doing, wait for them to pass, and then keep going because like they won't go out of their way to try and like attack you or anything. They're very calm, but like I feel like
they're just big.
Yeah, they're big and scary.
Yeah, big and scary. Like they're intimidating.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a good word.
Because they're not like your typical wasp where like I feel like you look at them wrong and they get pissed off.
Yeah.
Like Mom said the other day she had a wasp or a bee or something fly in her car and or like a yellow jacket. I feel like you look at them in the wrong way and they will light you up. Light you up. But with cicada killers, they're these gigantic. Literally, that's what they do.
Yeah,
they
kill cicadas. They drag them out of the air and into their tunnel down under wherever they go in the ground, and then you just hear them fighting each other.
Yeah, you'll hear like the and the scary part is when you're walking on the bricks or on the patio or something, and they'll land in front of you, and you get this like and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And you watch it, and then he'll or she, you never know, he or she will take them and just will just take off and fly away. And like you'll hear them and they'll just go off into the world of nothing. Yeah. So I don't know how this got to a cicada killer rant, but still, they're scary. Don't recommend being around them. No. But what we do is a real job. It's different than
very different.
Yeah, than like a lot of other jobs out there. We're not sitting behind our laptops 24/7. We're not, I don't know. I don't know what a normal job is because we haven't been in a normal job. So it's not a 9 to 5.
No, it's not a typical 9 to 5. No, sometimes we'll work 9 to 5, but that's in like dead of winter when we're all tired and but most of the time we start at
12. Sometimes it's 9 to 2.
And and in summer we all start at 6, sometimes at 5:30 if it's really hot. Like there's no like you never know what you're walking into that day because there's sometimes where I'm like, okay, I've got a plan, and Liza just comes up, she's like, that plan is not happening today.
I remember when you and I would be the first ones there in the morning, and the girls would get there, but they walked in at 7 o'clock, like on the dot. They had to be in, which I love them. But you and I would have a plan, and then Mom would come in and be like, okay, this is what we're doing today, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, we just had a plan. We've got everything ready. We've got to go cut. We've got wedding stuff. Like, it's a different space to be in, especially because now we have the edible side and we have weddings. So now you are growing for edibles. And for wedding stuff. And we have to pick and choose. Do we cut that? Do we not cut that? What patches for the edible stuff? Do we do the deadheading of the heads? Do we save the heads? Like the drying, the culinary, it's just layer after layer. And then on top of it, you've got the whole marketing side of trying to get that out to people. So we've worked 2 years on the culinary stuff, I think.
It's been a little over 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a work in progress. Like you and I just went to the governor's buy local out, and there were 12 separate vendors, and you had to apply to be able to be a vendor, but we were invited to go, or there was something. Our flowers were on top of modern Stone Age kitchens food. It was a Mandela, I think it's a taco of some sort.
Yes.
The way that they said it was the correct verbiage of it, but I don't want to butcher it. But either way, to me it was a taco. It was very good. Good.
They were good, and they were pretty too.
Yeah. We had our little pansies, and we had our
marigold
on top.
We had that, and we also, on the flip side of the business, we donated I think it was 14 little arrangements to go on their tables for you to like eat at. So
like little cocktail tables and things like that. But that's also another thing. Like that's the whole shop side. So you've got like typical florist arrangements and orders and funerals and things like that. So we have to balance a pretty big realm of florals, because you see stuff on Instagram of like, oh, this flower is so beautiful. Like I saw one earlier. You've seen flowers, but you've never seen one like this. And he's got a handful of dahlias. And I'm like, well, when we've seen the dahlias, and it was just a slow-mo, like a time lapse of a dahlia opening. And it's like, well, I guess if you are sitting behind somewhere, if you're working in insurance or healthcare or something, like you are sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
Like it's just the world that we live in. So, you know, we get asked, you know, what do you do? Or what happened? Or what is this? Or, and even when we're wearing our Wildly Native shirts that says Wildly Native Flower Farm, we still get asked, oh, what do you do? Or, oh, are you the wedding event planner? Do you do this? Where's the, and we're like, hold on. We're not the planner.
Yeah.
We're the florist.
Oh. The amount of times that we get asked if we're the planner, it's like, no, we're just a florist. And like, even like if I go and deliver to Cross Street, people ask me where stuff is in the store. I'm like, ma'am, I just deliver flowers.
You're like, no, I don't work here. Read the shirt.
Yeah.
Read the sign. I don't work here. No, but it's a lot sometimes.
It really is. Like, yeah. No, trying to balance and making sure that on my side of it, making sure that we have everything growing and a fresh rotation of everything constant, because
you have a more taxing job to me, I guess in different ways, but you have a more taxing job physically and mentally, definitely more physically, because of all the outdoor stuff and keeping up with everything.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, we book weddings a year and a half out in advance, and they'll have a very specific color scheme that they're going for, and I have to make sure I know that so I can make sure that we have. So a big color scheme that we've had recently and over the past couple years is like peach terracotta, soft neutral sunset colors. So I've had to increase all of the colors and everything that we grow in those like coral sunset peach terracotta colors, and having to plan for that a year and a half out in advance is insane.
It's a lot, because you'll pull up your laptop and you'll look at Nicole and I and go, do you like this? Do you like that? What kind of shade? Do you like the ripple of this? Because there could be like coral sunset, like a gladiolus of, I guess, if we want to talk about that, or even tulips, or whatever you want to talk about, or zinnias. I feel like there's 50 million different kinds of zinnias. So
many different kinds of zinnias.
You've got like coral sunset, or coral realm, or like coral blah blah blah.
There's like
peach, but like coral and peach are very close. But coral is more pink, and I feel like peach is more orange. So we've got to pick and decide, because Nicole has her brain in wedding world and understands where we're gonna be at next year, everything like that. Like it's a big thing. And with building, you know, is that flower going to be sturdy? Is it going to hold up correctly? Like the tiny zinnias work better for boutonnieres and corsages, but we don't like to put them in bouquets and larger arrangements, because sometimes they will. So like you have to like pick and choose, and space. You have to pick, because we only have
we only have so much space, and it's because
we're gonna keep growing.
There's only so much space. There's only so much. Because we have, so our field is broken up into 3 different plots, I guess you could call them. We have plot A, plot B, and plot C. And plot A is kind of more perennial stuff. We have eucalyptus, roses, dahlias, and I feel like there's something else, but I don't know.
No, I think that's it. That's eucalyptus, roses, and dahlias, because that's the whole. I think that's the whole line. And there's yarrow from like 4 years.
Yes. The yarrow, we've tried to transplant it, and it just keeps coming back. So it's fine. It's just gonna stay there. And then plot B was our first summer rotation, and plot C was our overwinter spring rotation, and now second rotation of summer is getting planted out there. So it's like a constant like, okay, I need to buy this many seeds so I can have this many rotations at this volume, and it's a lot. I just placed our seed order, and it just came in like last week for spring stuff, and I'm like, I haven't even, like, summer just started and I'm already ordering for spring. And as soon as tulip season was over, I already ordered tulips then. Because it's like, oh my gosh. You have to...
And then stuff comes out, and then if you wait like a day, they're gone. Gone.
Yeah, you have to be so fast about ordering. Like tulips especially, and like tulips, Lysianthus, and ranunculus. You have to be like on top of your game about ordering. It's
I remember
crazy.
this year we were like, shit. It was like what, like a day or two
Mm-hmm.
or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it was low.
Yeah,
But
it was
I
really
mean,
low. No, so it's like it's hard to explain to people that that's my job.
Yeah,
because we kind of got sidetracked, but we didn't.
yeah. But like I couldn't do that.
No,
I couldn't do what you do.
no.
I
It's most people couldn't. I honestly sometimes don't know how I do it because
Yeah.
I started working here when I was 14, and now I am about to turn 20. And how did it come to this?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
yeah.
Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten-free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungry Root. Now, Hungry Root is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo, different preferences and things like that. So what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Root.
It's just like I never expected when I started working here that this is what the job entailed. Like even working here when I was younger, it's just like, oh, it's just like I'm gonna throw some flowers in the ground and stuff grows and we cut it and makes pretty stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's like, holy crap.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, where have we come from? Because you've been here technically longer than I have, because I went to school.
Yeah.
Like I had babies. Like I've had, air quote, a break in a way. But it, you are here constantly all the time. So I can't imagine trying to have somebody do what you do and then you trying to teach somebody else to do what you do.
It's hard. It's really hard because there's like, okay, well, I could teach them how to do it this way, but then I do it this way and the girls do it a different way. So it's like all these different like things that we've picked up and learned, and I'm like, what's the like correct way, not just the way that I've come up with.
Yeah, which way should it happen?
Yeah.
Like what's happening out here? Or like Havina and Anna will put something together and they'll go, and I know you'll walk up and be like, why didn't I think of that? Or something else happened. You're like, oh.
Yeah. And there's still stuff that like I see on Instagram all the time and I'm like, why did I never think of that? Why have I been doing it the hard way for years?
Yeah. No, I mean, and I feel like that's the same way with floral design stuff. People go, oh, that's how they do that. Or, well, I feel dumb. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
like, we have all the stuff. We've got all the supplies. It's just, you just sit there and shake your head and feel stupid for a second. And then you do it and it's 10 times easier. But, it's all part of learning.
Yeah.
And we've been asked in public what.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Like, what do we do for a living? Now, most of the time with me, because I'm not covered in mud, is, at weddings.
Yeah.
That's usually like, I get mistaken for like a wedding planner or a photographer like 2 or 3 times. Oh, where's this or whatever.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good.
It does.
Really, it shows that you're doing a good job.
And most of the time too, it's because we're at that venue so much, people start to recognize us. Like Ken Island Resort, for example. I've had so many people walk up to me and I'm like, oh, it's right over there. And they're like, and I'm like, I shouldn't know that, but I do, because we've been there for years.
Yeah. We've been there a while. Like I feel like we've been there longer than some of their employees.
Yeah.
And we're still close business friends with some of them, and they follow us on Instagram, like personally and that kind of thing. So it's been really, really interesting to see what people take you as, what people think you do, like,
Yeah.
you know. And we always get the comment, especially when brides and brides moms, when they come into the mother-in-law or whatever, and they go, oh, it must be so fun to play with flowers all day. Like, are you guys hiring? You know, it would be so much fun. I'd love to, you know, just live in here. And, you know, those comments always get me. Like, there was, I'm not going to name names, but there was 2 people that asked me, like, within the past month, like, oh, are you guys hiring? Like, I would love to come work with you, you know, and I love to play with flowers. I love flowers. I just feel like I'm so creative and blah, blah, blah. And we have gone through that even when we were hiring, before I had little people. You know, I was going to be out. So we had to find Brent. And Brent is,
God, he was a godsend.
yeah,
Like,
he's a gift. Like, I feel like we've tried so hard to build a really close core of people that we like hold on to. And it's not something it's not easy for us to rotate people in and
no,
out,
it's
because
not.
no, we give up pieces of our business, and because it's a smaller business, but still,
Yeah.
you know, you invite them into your home, because I used to live here. Kenley practically lives here.
Yeah, pretty
Our
much.
grandparents live on the farm. Like, you have to be accepted as like who you are. Do you work well with the group? You know, you become a part of like your family. Like, work is more than half of your life practically. You know, you have to figure out like people's quirks, and what do we need as business owners? What do other people need to like have support from others? So, you know, that's been hard, is like, oh, well, you love playing with flowers. Well, so do I.
Yeah.
But can you actually do it?
There's so much more to it, because it's not just like, oh, you get to just play with flowers and do this and that. And it's like, no, like, you actually have to, like, it's a real job.
Yeah.
You don't just get to show up and throw some flowers together and leave. Like, there's so much more to it. You have to clean the buckets, you have to clean the vases, you have to take a trailer out back and dump it into the compost pile.
Yeah, when it's 98 degrees outside and there's bugs everywhere and you're covered, and you have duct tape tied around your boots because you don't want ticks and bugs and spiders
and chiggers.
And chiggers to crawl up into your pants and, you know, get you bitten. Like, it was like 2 years ago, I got bitten by a tick and I had no idea, and I had Rocky Mountain disease because I was not as much anymore, but I was outside. It was the year that we did it was the Solidago.
Yes.
Well, who was that girl's wedding?
Oh gosh.
Coconut Palms. We were at Coconut Palms. Was it Haley? It's not Haley.
I was gonna say it was like Carly or something.
Cassie?
I don't know.
Something with a C, but still, you know, I like, and for a while before we had Anna and Havita and some of the other girls and people that are here, you know, you and I were the ones that were outside for a while. Mom would come out too.
Yeah.
But we had Nicole, but Mom was in there with her because they have to go out and talk to, like,
they have to talk to the brides. They have to answer emails. They have to, like, Liza and Nicole are the people who bring in the customers. And then I am the person who makes sure we have enough stuff, like plants and flowers for the customers, and Lizzie's the one who makes it all pretty.
Puts it all together. So it like comes through Nicole and Mom.
Yeah. And
then it goes to Kenley so that she can grow what they need, and then it comes through me. But Mom and Nicole have to tell me what they want from what Kenley grew so that I can put it together so that it looks right to go back to the customer when we deliver it. So it's a huge circle of like chaoticness sometimes. And we're like, who needed this? Who needed that? And there was one weekend last year where there were brides and they had all 3 of them had the same name, but they were all spelled differently.
Yes.
It was Cassie, Cassidy, and like, I don't, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Like,
I was saying we had
weird, like, I was like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. And Nicole was going to lose her mind because the emails were all like CASS or CAC or, you know, it was just, it's a lot. But, you know, we've got asked out in public. I know you have a story.
I went to get lunch and I walked into it's called the Freeze. Most Chestertown people know what it is. I walked in there.
Your typical walk up, like, if it was in the 50s, it was almost something that like would be in Greece.
Yes.
Like a movie.
Yes.
Like milkshakes
Uh-huh.
and burgers
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
fries and
I just
wings and
wanted
all that
fries
stuff.
and some milk and like a milkshake for lunch. And I walk in and I sit down after I order my food, and the guy sitting next to me looks over at me. Granted, I had been out in the heat. I was muddy as shit because I was
Probably
pulling
covered in
weeds.
sweat.
I was sweaty, and me personally, my baby hairs curl up, so they were like tight curls around my face, and like I looked like I had been through hell. Which, like,
Yeah.
granted, totally fine. The guy looked at me. He said, "I just have to ask, are you a plumber?" I was like, "What?"
Am I a plumber? I'd be like, sure. You want me to come fuck up your toilet?
Yeah. It's like,
Oh
what do
my
you mean?
God.
Like, I don't know why plumber was his first thought. I was like, I guess like putting in new pipes in a house, you're digging like
Yeah,
and crawling through a crawl
when
space,
you
but
think of like, I'm not trying to like discriminate, but like, you're also a female.
yeah,
I've never, and you don't look like a plumber. I'm sorry. And
no.
there are some females out there that look like they could throw you up against the
Oh
wall
yeah,
because they're strong as
yeah,
hell.
and power to them.
Yeah, like I couldn't do it. I'm
No.
not sitting around in there cleaning up stuff. I'm not
No.
doing that. I'm not built for that. I'm clearly only built for flowers. But still, like, goodness.
Yeah, and I had
You
to
just look at them and like shake your head and you're like, no?
yeah.
Really?
And then trying to explain to him what a flower farmer was, I was just like, "Oh, I'm a flower farmer." And he just like kind of looked at me. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then like looked away and didn't even like look back.
Yeah,
It's
people
like
are like
people
dumbfounded.
yes, they don't know what to do when I say I'm a flower farmer. Even like people in like my husband's family, I'm like, "Oh, I work at a flower farm." They kind of like look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, it's a real job.
Yeah, it's a real job.
I am making money. I did buy a house and get married.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
people
At
are
what,
like,
18?
yeah.
17? 18?
I got married at 18, bought a house at 19.
Yeah.
That's
There's not many, there's probably literally nobody else that has bought a house that young that I know of.
yeah.
So
I don't know nobody
and
else
I
either.
haven't even bought a house. I'm renting. Like I have a husband. I'm married. I lived with mom and dad until how old am I? 24, and I have 2 kids. And I just moved out last month.
Mhm.
So I totally just gave up on my business. But like,
But granted, you went to college.
yeah.
You weren't.
But we've made choices to
Yeah.
be at that point, and you
Uh-huh.
also make choices to be at that point. So like, go Kenley, man. Go Kenley. It's also just not COVID.
No.
You know, COVID pricing. Where I feel like everybody bought a house.
Uh-huh.
Everybody.
Everybody.
I should have bought a house.
Mm-hmm. I know. We bought our house, and I'd ask like some of our other friends that have houses. I'm like, what's your interest rate? Just to make myself feel bad. And they're like, oh, it's in the like high 2s, like low 3s. I'm like, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Interest rates are horrible.
Yeah.
But
it's terrible. All of the adult things.
It's always fun trying to explain to somebody like, yes, I have a real job. I do grow flowers. It's not just some frou-frou.
No.
Prancing around the field.
No. And I feel like there's like different levels too. Like especially with the flower farmers that like that we know on social media.
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing. Like I feel like you have Florette, who's like the know all be all.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows who she is. But she grows to reproduce and grow more and sell seeds and sell tubers, and she just sells courses, plants, flowers. Like that is her thing. It's like a how-to. Now, and I'm sure that she sells her like she does arrangements and all that stuff, but to me that's not what I think of when I think of Florette. I think of her book, I think of all her values, I think of that, like her face on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, because we're not in, what is she, in Washington or something?
Over there somewhere. So. Yeah.
But like compared to where we are, like we sell our flowers at local places and we do weddings around here, like in the Delmarva, all of that. So we're not up there. So we're not going to see that on like her face's Instagram. So there's other flower farmers that just grow to do farmers market. There's other people that just grow to do
I say some people
wholesale.
I would say there's so many people that like greenhouse wholesale flower farmers. They literally grow specifically to wholesale their flowers.
Yeah. And you have to have a lot of flowers to be able to do that. A lot. So bottom line, our job is a real job and you have to be good at what you do. And I feel like we're pretty darn good at what we do.
I think we are too.
We've got our crew.
Yeah. So if you want to be a flower farmer, don't let people discourage you from doing it because it's not a real job. It is.
It's not a real job.
It is.
You want to bet? You want to come hang out? Come do what we do, and we'll show you.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. There's so much more to it than just, I know we've talked about this like 6 times now, but there's so much that goes into it other than just making stuff pretty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is the gift at the end of the day of when you look at that
Yes.
flower barn and it's full of flowers. When the cooler's full, when the barn's full, after we've cut, usually when like fall stuff starts to come in and summer is still finishing out, when the gator is full to the max, even in spring when it's full to the max, that is what makes me happy and what makes me want to come back to work. Or when we go and deliver a bouquet to a bride who is getting married and they cry. Like, that is like, that's my gift. Sorry about the dogs. But we'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you guys for listening. You have Kenley and Liz here. I hope to be in your ear next week. And if not, the next couple weeks, because I plan to come back on podcast. Have a good day. Have a good drive. A good grocery run, wherever you're headed to. But we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron? We're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day, you can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy, crazy, crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now. Bye.
Gracias.